Mariah asks, do you think too many brands are on Snapchat Discover? Does each added brand decrease the value for others?
I think each added brand does decrease value for the others because it's simple supply and demand. When you go there, and when there was 18 apps on day one, or 800 or 53 or whatever it was on day one of the app store, that was good for those apps. They had more attention. When there was 3 channels on TV back in the day, that was good for those channels. When it was 13 for quite a while, it was good for those channels. And then you had cable, and they were 36 for a good while, and that was good for those channels. And then we got into DirecTV and 1,000. And then we got the internet. Of course, everything is important for supply and demand when you've got a bigger percentage of the attention. Now, so it's not as good for the apps or the media companies behind them, but it's potentially better for the user and Snapchat. And that's why it's happening, right? If you go on Snapchat Discover back in the day and there's all these brands and you don't give a rat's ass of any of them, well, it's not as valuable to you. But as it starts bringing kind of new things to the equation, new subcultures, niches, things that you're into, you'll be excited. And so, I think that I think for Snapchat and for users, as long as the channels continue to expand and bring value to people, it's like the internet. The internet's better than cable television because it gives more people more options of consuming what they want. Then one will counter argue that, well, then there's just a bunch more crap. There was plenty of crap when there was 13 channels. There was crappy, Snapchat had what, like 8 or 9, 6 channels when they launched? Did you love all of them? Did you? No, so like this notion that limitations curate better stuff is a very arrogant POV from the people that have vested interest in it staying small because they're getting more value. I like the capitalism and the real meritocracy. That's why I love the internet. I love that you watch or listen to this show because you really like, or I'm bringing you value, because there's a shitload of options. It's not because it's 1957 and I'm one of the 3 anchor men that evening, when there's like a couple of other options. I love the supply and demand of the internet, of the open web, of the maturity of where we are. And so I like that for the end consumer. I like that everybody that's watching and listening right now has unlimited options, and they can find what brings them value. And so to answer the question directly, yeah, it's not as good for the media properties, but that doesn't matter because Snapchat's job is to make it better for their users and for themselves.